Well, good afternoon. Today we're just going to have a quick look at the setup for our Battle of Albuera. Apologies to any Spanish people if that's the wrong pronunciation. A Napoleonic battle that occurred on the 16th of May 1811 between a British, Spanish and Portuguese force commanded by Beresford and a French force commanded by Marshal Soult. So I'll just have a walk through the battlefield now from the French lines, and you can see on the left there the town of Albuera with the Portuguese troops on the right, the British troops of Stuart behind, and in the far distance you can just see Cole's division with the Fusiliers and Portuguese arriving at the back of the table. Moving along, we've got a picket line of skirmishers from the King's German Legion just outside the town, and a bridge over the river. And from the Allied point of view, we have a large Spanish contingent lying in a low hill with the reserve of Spanish troops behind and some Spanish cavalry on the flank. So looking at the French line now, we've got a brigade of light cavalry opposite the town of Albuera, and then moving along the French lines, approaching the bridge, we have a brigade of French troops supported by some grenadiers and some artillery. The troops are commanded by Brigadier Godinot. It's probably nothing like it, but there we go. And then in the far corner we have the main French attack. We have the brigade of Whirl approaching a ford in the river, supported by French dragoons, and then on the far side we can just see the start of the arrival of the main French force, which appeared on the flank of the Spanish. So we're just at the back of the table now, looking behind the British lines and Portuguese lines at the town of Albuera. It's a good 20 years since I last played this battle, but if I remember the last game we had, it's a fairly close fight for the peninsula, and a decent game for the French player as well. Quite often in the peninsula you're climbing up some hillside to get blasted away by the British on the other side. It's not particularly much of a game, but with this we've got a fairly weak flank maintained by some low calibre troops, the Spanish. So that's the weak point, with the main French army coming on the table on the flank, and we'll see how it develops from there. You'll notice a lot of the troops have got these movement trays on. They all come off as the game progresses, but found them quite useful over the years. Just gives us an idea that turning bases over of what the unit is, and it's a handy way of storing them as well. And that's just at the back of the British lines. We look at the Spanish. A number of troops that I've bought offline through eBay there, already painted. Those aren't painted by me. And then just because of the sheer volume of Spanish troops in this battle, I've had to chuck in some Italians and some French foreign regiments, etc., just to make up the numbers, and all the commanders are Russian as well, so a real hodgepodge of figures, but sometimes you just haven't got everything that you need for a particular battle, and this collection is already 40 years old, some of these figures, so if I haven't got it by now I probably won't. So I'll put a post up fairly soon on the blog, just going through this battle and the setup, and because of the way my shifts work, we'll be working or playing this game over a number of evenings, probably 3 or 4, just leading up to October. Fairly sizable battle, and as I said earlier on, should be quite enjoyable. So tune into Yorkshire Gamer fairly soon and see how we get on.